All right, today is November 19, 2020. It's a Friday afternoon. It's around 3 o'clock, 3:20, something like that. The garden is done, and I just wanted to document what's going on right now and what I'm currently doing, which isn't much. Been a little busy with work, but let's start on this far bed over here. One of the things that I need to do is to empty the rain barrels. I need to get those empty and then strap them down with a ratchet strap. I don't think they'll go anywhere, but I wanted to make doubly sure. But I gotta empty those, leave the faucets open. I put this outside electrical on this year, so in the springtime when I turn my electric fence on, because the dog always seems to want to dig in the spring, we had a couple days of frost, so I've got the windows out to cover the spinach here. And I've got some more in another bed. But my neighbor down the road, when we walk, he bags up his leaves. I stopped by one day and said, "Hey, can I take your leaves? My garden, and it's wonderful mulch." So here's one load right here. I'm gonna take them and run them through the leaf shredder and put them on the beds, but just not today. So maybe some other day. So here's all of these. There's what's left of the cilantro right there. All the tomatoes are up, and I burned all the stems. So this bed's completely done. Here's what's left of the pepper bed right there, the peppers, and then strawberries. Put some straw over those. Transplanted a few in here, but they took off so thick right here that I think I'm gonna let this bed go into strawberries and just kind of get a full bed of strawberries this next year. We've got a mole problem I gotta do something about. The dog is just going crazy in the yard. Here's the rest of the spinach. Gonna pick a little bit of it. Got some compost down there I gotta deal with. Some more leaves. All the butternuts, they didn't do very well right here. I only got a few. I'm gonna do something different next year. All the beans are down. I also got, I think 6 bales. Yeah, 6 bales of straw from my neighbor. They were out by the trash. Asked him if I could take those, and he said, sure, we're throwing them away. So there's 2 there, and there's 4 more over by yogurt. And so I'm gonna spread those in the bed. Here's some turnips that I threw in there. I sowed them pretty thick, and I don't think we're gonna get turnips because I sowed them so thick. But we've got a bunch of turnip greens, and it was leftover seed that I needed to use. So just to kind of give some fertilizer for next year. I'm thinking about doing that again next fall, but I gotta buy a whole bunch of seed to do it. I'm just currently, as I have time throughout the week, I'll come out here for 10 minutes and I'm starting to strip the bean vines off of the pole beans off of these cattle panels here. And so these are fairly clean right here. And so these are a little less clean, so I'm slowly getting those. Not in any hurry. So there, I got another load of bagged leaves today, and I think that's all I'm gonna do this year. I'm just gonna see what that does. I've already saved some seed from the morning glories, and I just went and did this right here and blew off that, and then saved the seed. So most of the time it comes up on its own, but I went ahead and saved seed. So my goal next year is probably do the same thing. We tried to grow some ivy, but it looks like it didn't make it. I don't see it. I don't see it here. I don't think it made it. So my goal next year is to run some string, kind of like I did here, for it to run up. And I don't know if you can see where it ran up here or not. I'm sure it's covered. It's covered in, yeah, it's gone, I guess. But I'm gonna run some jute twine across the top, and instead of balling up right here, hopefully it'll run across the top and provide shade for us as we go. So here's what I'm ripping down right here. I'm just grabbing and pulling, and it's so dry and brittle, it's just coming right down. So I've been doing that. Throw it over. Didn't do a very good job there. Try to push. Yeah, it didn't work. So I'll have to grab it from the other side. But that's it this year. I failed to make a video in August, I think, the final garden video, but I'll try to do that next year. There's my wheelbarrow. I need to get a new one. The tire, I cannot keep it aired up about a tube and everything. And I think the tire is so rusted and everything, it's cutting the inside of the tube. That wheelbarrow's over 20 years old, so it was a Craftsman. It was a really good one, so we'll try to get another one. But it was a really good season this year. I really enjoyed it. Gave it a nice respite from the COVID mess, and it really wasn't a lot of work. Once I got the garden in, it was super enjoyable, and very minimal work as far as weeding and all that. I came out and picked almost every day, not quite every day, but almost every day, and had a really good time with it. Put up a bunch of beans, put up a bunch of tomatoes, really had fun with that. So I'm looking forward to doing some different things next year and trying some new experiments in my little space. See ya.